Hey friends, I'm so glad that you've decided to join me for this video today. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all about my evening routine and how I do all of that, how I set myself up for success for the next day, the night before. But before I do that, I had to share with you guys my new bedding because let's face it, a bed is a huge part of your evening routine, right? And for me, this is like our oasis. As a couple, it is like our comfy, cozy spot. Our bedding is really, really important to us. It's got to be soft. It's got to be luxurious because you spend half of your life in your bed. So it needs to be good quality. It needs to be soft. And so we have a lot of high standards for bedding. And this bedding that I'm going to show you has checked all the boxes for us. We have been so pleased with it. So let me tell you a little bit about the company that I'm working with today on this video. It is Quincy, and if you have not heard of Quincy, they are an amazing company. They have so many different things from home items to decor items to clothing. So they have a wide variety of products that you can buy from them. Their prices are 50 to 70% less than a lot of similar luxury brands. So that is really good to know. And if you read the reviews on a lot of this bedding, you will find that people thought that their bedding was very similar to other really high quality popular brands and that people love this even better than those brands. And I'm definitely coming to find that. They also have free shipping on all of their orders, and they have a 365-day return policy, which is so awesome. So if you don't like it, you have 365 days to return it. And I think that in itself is worth it to me. Like, that's incredible. Their customer service is awesome. They are great to work with. Their shipping was so fast. I think I ordered it like on a Friday and it came on a Monday. I was shocked. So the shipping is really, really great. And it came packaged so beautifully. Everything was in its own bag that was the same fabric as the product that I ordered. And it was so neat. And I was very impressed with the shipping and the packaging. So now I'm going to show you guys a closer look of exactly what all I got. So I got the European linen duvet cover. It's a king size and I got the color terracotta. And it is really nice and big. The fabric is just so nice. It has so much texture to it, and it's very soft, but it still has like that linen feel and linen texture, which I love. I just put it inside of a Costco duvet insert, but it made it nice and fluffy. And what I love the most about it is it's such a good size. It's not super short, so it comes off the edges really nicely, even with that big duvet inside of it. The other problem I typically have with quilts is that they are never long enough, but this one is such a good length. It comes down really far on both sides of the bed. So that is so nice that it doesn't show like my box springs or any of that underneath there. I also got the organic Airy Gauze quilt set in a king size, and I got the color ivory, and it also came with these really nice shams, which also have that great texture to them. This is the softest thing you will ever feel. It is like laying on a cloud. We have absolutely loved it. My husband normally kicks this completely off, but he told me that he loves it so much he's been actually using it. And what I love about it, guys, is it's actually really thick. It's not like your typical quilt that's really thin. It's got like padding in the inside. So it's a really nice weight, and to me, it's perfect for fall. And then the two pillows with the fringe I got at Hobby Lobby a while back. And then the lumbar pillow in the front, I got at Target recently. So my husband and I have been working a little bit on this bedroom, trying to just spruce it up a little bit. I wanted some new bedding. I wanted to add those sconces. So we did that. I took some video of him hanging up those sconces. They were actually really cheap from Amazon. I'll link them. And we did not wire them to the wall. We just used like an Amazon bulb that is battery operated, and I sat that on top. But I love the way they turned out. They are so beautiful, and they really provide a nice little glow at night, but also they're bright enough to where you really can read your book by them if you need to. So we are really loving those. I feel like it really elevated this space and made it just feel really elegant. Okay, so those are just a few quick little updates that we've done in this room. I had not updated my bedding since we moved into this house, and it'll be 3 years in January, so it was definitely time. I'm so pleased with the bedding and the light fixtures. Thank you so much, Quincy, for working with me on this collab and sending me all of this beautiful bedding. And if you want to purchase any of this, please be sure that you use my referral link that is in the description box below this video. That will help me so much. But now I want to show you guys my evening routine. So come along with me as I have just a typical, simple Monday night evening routine. So on this night, my husband was not at home. So I was the one that ended up giving the little ones their bath. And then after bath time, we usually do family devotions. Now my husband usually heads this up, but since he wasn't here that night, I was the one that did the family devotions with the kids. In the Bible, we don't have to guess or wonder. The answer is always in God's word.
You want to carry out your father's desire, and he was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him.
After family devotions, we will usually hang out a little bit as a family, and then it's time to get the kids down for bed, and this usually happens around 7:30 or 8, and the two little ones usually go pretty quickly on to sleep, but the older two, I let them usually stay up for about another hour. They're usually in their room playing with Legos or listening to an audio book. I'll get Pierre's bath ready for you before I go. Soon Pierre was standing in a deep tub full of warm water and suds. Amelia Bedelia and Charlie rolled up their sleeves and scrubbed Pierre in the soapy water. Pierre loved getting shampooed, and Amelia Bedelia and Charlie...
Wait, who's Pierre?
Pierre is Charlie's dog. Now when my husband is home, I usually take my bath after dinner, and he gets the little ones a bath while I'm in the bath, and that works out really well. When he is not here, I will usually get my bath after I put the kids down for bed. And then I really like to get the house tidied up. This is usually just surface areas, so countertops, dishes, anything that's on the floors, and I just focus on the kitchen and the living room and then the bathroom that we all use during the day, and just trying to kind of get it a little bit orderly and tidy for the next day so that I don't have to wake up the next morning to a huge mess. I just find that really helps me mentally the next morning. I also really like to have a clean kitchen sink when I go to bed. This does not always happen, okay? All of these tasks that I'm showing you right here do not always happen. If there's a night that I'm really tired, it just doesn't get done, and I don't beat myself up about it. But this particular night, the sink really needed some attention, so I went ahead and cleaned that before I went to bed. And then the counters didn't get wiped off very well, so I ended up needing to go over the countertops again and wipe those down before I went to bed as well. I will sometimes have a little bit of dinner prep that I need to get done, and so on this night I am soaking beans for our dinner the following evening, but sometimes I am also preparing my sourdough for the next day as well. And then once I finished that, I went downstairs and tucked my big boys in for bed, prayed with them, loved on them, snuggled them a few minutes, and then it was time for a little bit of me time. So I am just fixing myself a little snack. I'm just dicing up some apples, and I just topped it with a little bit of peanut butter and some chocolate chips, and it was a really yummy, healthy evening snack. I firmly believe that the success of your day begins the night before, so I really try to sit down for just a few minutes in the evening and start making myself a list for the next day, what I want to make for food, what I want to get done in our homeschool, what cleaning tasks I need to accomplish the next day. I usually work on this some the next morning too, but I just kind of like to get organized for the next day. I'll also usually set out all of the supplies I need for my devotions the next morning and just kind of get myself organized for a good start to my next day. And then sometimes I will sit and watch a show. I'm rewatching The Chosen right now, so sometimes I will do that. But this night I was really tired, so I decided to get in the bed kind of early, and I just sat and read a book just for a few minutes. I'm still reading this one, and it's really, really good. It has really, really blessed my heart. And so I'm really enjoying that. Eventually, I'm going to get better about preparing our school stuff for the next day, but I am just not doing good at that right now. But it's okay. I would love to know what your evening routine is. What is one thing that you have to do before you go to bed? Drop it in the comments below so we can chat about it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope this video was an encouragement to you, and I will see you back here next time for another video. Thanks, guys. Bye.